Lions season is over, but we looked good in Chicago. What's next for the Detroit Lions in 2026? The boys are going to talk about it right now. Welcome to the All Great Podcast.
Dan Campbell took this Lions job with a vision. That vision has ignited the Lions fan base in a way not seen perhaps ever.
This is a sleeping giant. This is a sports town, and we feel the love. Remember who you are!
NFC North champions, everybody.
Vision, winners, back-to-back seasons.
Your team ain't ours, the prize is worldwide now. Riding to your town, win, then ride out. The crew here to break it down for y'all, to demonstrate how we ain't playing around with y'all. The humble host with punchlines to give you a black eye. We brought a GM and OC, even a stat guy. Other teams drink the Kool-Aid, roll over and quit. I drank Campbell's soup and woke up all grit.
And we're back. Week 18 just wrapped up in the books, 2025-26 season. The Detroit Lions get away with one in the Windy City. We'd like to welcome in you listeners to the All Grit Podcast. You know this voice. I am your humble host, Caleb. Joined alongside me with the three amigos all together. We got Adrian, the OC. How you doing, my friend?
We're hanging in there, man. We are just processing what happened over the season, but it's like I texted you guys. I'm glad the season's over. Let's just flip the page and let's get on to the next.
Oh, so hard to say. But let's bring in our third and final member of the pod, Mr. Stat Guy, Clay. How we doing?
I'm here. We're doing good. I mean, we can recover sooner, you know.
Mental health check. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. We're doing good. Yesterday made things a little easier to process going into next year. So it's always good to go in there with a little positive twist.
Okay. I'm glad you said that. And I kind of left you guys with a little tease right when we were about to start. So we've all been hearing everything, right? We've all been listening to the news outlets ever since Sunday's game. We're recording on a Monday evening, 6:15. So here is my question to you as an audience and also you as co-host of this podcast. Let me go on a little rant here. There are two types of Lions fans, all right? And we all know that. And let me break it down for the audience. There's two types of Lions fans. Number one, you have a Lions fan that is like, yes, we won. We beat Ben Johnson. We're going out on top. We're happy. The year is over. We got another win. We're 9-8. That's another winning season. Dan Campbell's doing something here. Yes, there's injuries. Yes, we beat Ben Johnson. We swept his butt. Now, there's option number two. You could be this type of Lions fan. We went 0-16. We're bitter. This season, I just wanted them to lose this last game. We have a better draft pick. If you lose, we could go down maybe to 11th pick, maybe 13. But because we won, we're 17 or 18. Oh, the Lions screwed themselves. What were they thinking? They could have just lost, put in Jared Allen or whoever the backup quarterback is, and let the Lions lose in grace. Now, who are you? Let's start with Adrian. Who are you? Are you Lion fan number one, or are you Lion fan number two?
I stand neutral in this. No,
Switzerland.
I think there's a third option. There is one that cuts the difference. So coming into that game, I just wanted to just let them lose, like better draft position, just burn everything down, start over again. But as that game ended and I listened to Dan Campbell's locker room speech, I realized that it was important for them to win, for those core group of guys to win. I mean, they had just lost three games in a row. So I think that win was important for their psyche and for their determination to get better. But I didn't care about, after realizing, I was like, it doesn't matter about the draft pick, like 14, 17th pick. I think now we have the 17th pick in the draft. The difference is just a couple places. I think this just ending the season kind of on it's still empty, there's still some hollowness to it, but ending at least with a win gives these core guys like Amon-Ra, Jared Goff, something to just kind of look forward for the next season. So I'm kind of in between both viewpoints.
I like it. Clay, now you could be 1, you could be 2, or you could be Switzerland like Adrian's trying to be. What say you?
So before yesterday's game started, I wanted to lose for different reasons other than the draft. The draft really doesn't. If Brad Holmes has a guy that he wants, then he's going to make a move, and he better make a move to get the person he wants. So draft position to me didn't matter. Me going in before the game kicked off, while Minnesota and Green Bay are the cluster mess that game was, is we went to a gauntlet the last 2 years. If we're not going to win the North, if we're not going to be in the playoffs next week, going into next year is not running through a gauntlet that we've had to run through the last 2 years.
You're thinking schedule.
Schedule for 2026.
I want to be. I don't want to be in this circumstance and in this cards that we've been handed. Might as well take last place, and you'll go into a little bit easier schedule. I didn't want the easier schedule all around because that was a huge mathematical equation of who wins, who loses, all that stuff. But then as soon as Minnesota won, I was like, hey, no matter what we do in this game, we're going to be last in the North. We're going to have the easier schedule out of the 4 of us. Go Lions. And then as soon as the game started and the air, the atmosphere of the players, I did not expect to be into that game yesterday. And then I expected to be sleeping on my couch by second quarter. And I was actually, I don't know, like the Legion of Whom, the way Goff, I think Goff is better throwing with a glove on than no glove. Because the man can,
making news.
But like Adrian said, it was just like these guys are. Some of these are their last game in the NFL. Like, go win it.
Yeah, dude. I mean, let's talk about that for a little bit. Like, this could be Taylor Decker's last game as a Lion. This could be. I mean, this more likely than is Dan Skipper's last game as a Lion. I mean, he was crying in the locker room as he's getting interviewed. But someone like Taylor, dude, like we were talking over text, like, man, we've watched him for almost a decade. Defend Matthew Stafford. This is like a funeral now, a eulogy. But yeah, just seeing that dude like go through his health issues and play one last game for us and get a win. Maybe it's not his last game, but it's looking like it the way he's talking. To kind of go out like that and a win, especially in Chicago against Ben Johnson, gives something to hang your hat on and not have a sour taste as you walk away from the game. So.
And just the breakdown of what his daily routine is. These guys have families, and like these said, like basically the only time he really mentioned his kids when he puts them to bed. So it's like, they got lives other than football, and sometimes it's it's time.
Yeah.
So I'm to go back to that question as well. I was kind of like Clay. I was like, I'm not expecting to be in this game. I didn't wear any Lions gear yesterday. I sat there with my, sorry about that. Like literally, I was not intending to be in that game. And then when that happened, I was like, why are they playing so good? Why did they choose now to play so good? Why is Jared Goff with Teddy Two Gloves out in the Windy City throwing better than he did at home in his dome? Like, just questions were arising in my head. Like, where is this defense that shut Chicago down? And I told you guys, I said, which offense is being run by Ben Johnson here? It looked like the Detroit's offense was getting run by Ben Johnson, and Chicago was getting run by, name any Chicago Bears coach that they've had for the past 6 years. That's just
Nagy.
I mean, it was eye opening, and then NFL is momentum. It's all momentum based. So when Chicago got on a roll and then they made the 2-point and then they got to stop and then it was momentum. Mm-hmm. You could kind of see it. 100%. And how the Lions even pulled off that victory at the end to stop that momentum is, unbelievable. But
They almost lost it, dude. I was so mad.
Oh, yeah.
When Montgomery goes out of bounds instead of inbounds, and they just killed that drive.
Yep.
Through mistakes. I'm like, yeah, they don't deserve
But also, sometimes you just have to get to the line and play football. It's 3rd and 1. You do not need to go into a wildcat to get 1 yard.
Yes.
Don't overcomplicate it.
Yeah.
Let's just get to the line and play football.
And even on their shorter downs, I was like, they still had Gibbs in there for a couple of them. I'm like, I don't understand that. Like, put Monty in, dude. It's like you need 1 or 2 yards. He's been anyway.
Yeah.
So I think we're all kind of in an agreement. It's like we're not a slappy saying, let's just go out, win, screw the draft. We want to feel good today for 60 minutes instead of, the off season having a better draft pick. But we're also not lose, tank. Let's get rid of everything. I mean, I'm kind of more towards that. I was kind of like texting all my chats. Like I'm kind of pulling for the Bears here just so we can get a better draft pick. But to see Ben Johnson's face is so worth it.
Priceless.
And I think that's what wrote me in too. His face, like when Jared threw the interception, I was like, okay, well, this is where I originally thought anyway to start this game. This is where I originally thought, okay. And then they showed his face and the grin that he had when Goff threw the interception, and I said, never mind, boys. Let's go. Let's go get. And but I was just glad the refs threw the flag on the intentional grounding because I had something to say about the earlier intentional grounding. Like
oh my gosh.
So,
Yeah. I was sitting on the couch without anything. You could see there's no one there. Like, where's the flag? Now let's wait a half an hour and discuss. Meanwhile, Goff gets a flag 2 seconds after he's Amon-Ra runs the wrong route, and then they go into the breakdown of you can't tell intent from a receiver. You have to throw the flag regardless.
So
anyway,
crazy. Well, before we move on from the talk about which fans we are, there's also the fan that is just angry because they expected a Super Bowl run or they expected a deep playoff run. These are new Lions fans,
correct,
that
100%.
hopped on the bandwagon maybe 1 or 2 years ago. That didn't realize we had a gauntlet of a schedule. We had the best all-pro center retire, and we had half the coaching staff leave.
Yeah.
But this is football. Like the three of us, we've lived through. I mean, you guys lived through the 0-16 season. We've lived through so many different horrible coaches and horrible GMs.
Jim Caldwell 9-7 season, and he got fired for it.
Yeah, I mean, like Caleb said, Jim Caldwell was like, his face on game day was like a guy that farted in an elevator.
You heard it here first.
But to say that is like those fans that are listening that are just like angry at Jared Goff and angry at Dan Campbell, like you should completely flip your script because these guys have something in the core. It just wasn't the year to do it with all these injuries.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they're suffering, and this movie quote was just like perfect as I heard it. Here you go.
Hey, you wanted this, right? You wanted the real deal. That's what this is. Wake up. You're in the middle of it. You want to run? Go ahead. No one's stopping you. Stop complaining.
Stop complaining.
All right, I'm going to jump on that real quick because I have so many friends that I'm not going to say so many. I have a few friends.
Caleb, you don't have any friends.
Besides the friends that I don't have, the brother-in-law of mine that I do have, he hates Jared Goff. He'll say he doesn't hate him, but he dislikes him so much. He goes, we need a running quarterback, and we need somebody that can just take off and run. And I'm sitting there, and I'm like, there is something to mobility. Yes. But my God, Jared Goff just threw for 4,500 yards, more touchdowns, and less interceptions than he's thrown the last year when they went 15-2 behind a line that hasn't protected him worth a darn. And Mr. Caleb Williams, with the best line in the NFL, didn't throw for 4,000. The Bears are still waiting for a quarterback that can throw over 4,000 yards in a season, and Caleb still couldn't do it. So you can have your running quarterback, you can have your mobility, but Jared Goff, Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, my God.
Ask the Baltimore Ravens what they would like.
Exactly. But you know what? I'm not even going to go down there because the Ravens are their own mess, and that's not Jackson's fault. That is not Jackson's fault.
No, it isn't. But that's my point. It's like
Okay, I got
it
you.
doesn't matter. Like you
Right.
need a great quarterback, a great coach, a great GM, and obviously a great offensive line to make it work. It's not all just one player. You can't just blame it on Goff.
So speaking of that offensive line, here's where I want to transition this. I got 2 different points. Do you guys want to talk about, real briefly, injuries or schedule? I'm going to open that up to you guys. Clay, injuries or schedule? Because that's the route we're going. You want to stick with schedule?
Stick with schedule.
Okay, schedule. I want you guys to know this. If the Lions played a first place schedule, correct?
This year?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, 100%.
Do you guys realize that we were 1 game out of the playoffs?
Not only that, we were 2 games out.
Wait. Don't be stealing my thunder, bro.
All right, yeah, you got it. You take it.
1 game out of the playoffs.
Well,
So-
2
so
seconds,
let's-
1 catch, 1 Tesla catch
Right.
against the Steelers from the playoffs.
Oh my God. If the referee, see, this is the stuff that drives you nuts.
Bro, I'm telling you,
If the referees
refs.
did not call an offensive pass interference, we're in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And that's saying if we did come off of a victory against Pittsburgh and we were thinking that we were right back in it, and now we're going to go to Minnesota and go against some dude that was working at Chick-fil-A last night
My pleasure.
and who threw for a total of 3 NFL yards. I think Clay could throw for 3 NFL yards in a game. I think he could.
Yeah, I got you.
This dude threw for 3 yards, and we lost. We lost. No, that is not funny. That is truth.
But also, every team that they was in a playoff scenario yesterday, like Philadelphia, toe-to-toe with them. Baltimore, beat them. Steelers, should have beat them. We did beat them.
Should have, yeah. Mm-hmm. And let's go back to it. Adrian was going to say it. We were 1 game away from the playoffs. You could say one referee's call away. And folks, we were 2 games out of the NFC North champions. That's right. The Chicago Bears, with all of their hocus pocus, last minute courageous comeback, last minute wins. I think they had 6 or 7 under a minute or game right drives, winning drives this year.
Yep.
They were 2 games ahead of us. So if we would have won the Pittsburgh game and just simply beat Chicago, we would actually be the NFC North champions. So that's what
2 seed. The 2 seed.
No, I think we would be the 3 because Philly still has like a
The Philly went. Oh, they all right because we lost to them. So then the
Right.
tiebreaker. Okay, I was thinking record wise.
that means Chicago would have 1 less game.
We'd
So
have a
that-
home game playoff.
Sure.
You know, regardless.
But you know what, bro? That's how small the window is in the NFL. You're literally talking a play here and a game here. It's
Game
like
of inches. Yeah.
So now I say all that to say this: the schedule next year. Let me read to you who the Detroit Lions are going to be playing next year. Now, get your laugh track ready.
I'm in danger.
No, we won't be in danger. The Lions
Says
are.
every opponent.
Oh, okay. The Lions are playing. The New York Jets, the New York Giants. Go ahead and tell me how many games you have here winning. So the Titans, the Cardinals, the Dolphins, the Saints. All those are wins, right?
So
Yeah.
far, we're 6-0, and I'll tell you why. Like teams change year to year, but none of these teams have a quarterback. Maybe Kyler Murray.
And some don't
I
have
don't
a
know.
coach.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. 2 of those teams don't have a coach.
I don't know. Saints quarterback, what's his name? Shao?
Doughboy, Showboy.
Tyler. What's his name? Adrian?
SHOUGH.
Yeah,
Tyler
I don't know how to pronounce it. Shaw
Anyway.
or Show.
You're really good at pronouncing names. That's why I asked you. Onwuzurike. So we got the Falcons. Now we're getting a little harder. Back to the Panthers, Bucks, Bills, Patriots, Bears, Packers, Vikings. So I got them at 12-5, worst case scenario next year with that week schedule. So this is just a little blip in the old radar, right?
I mean, with the asterisk that we revamp the offensive line, get some assistant coaches in the room to replace a couple, maybe get a new OC, new offensive coordinator, all those things that we know are obvious. Like everybody that's a new fan, whoever, you know the obvious things. We need an edge defender, we need a tackle, we need a center, we need maybe a safety for depth for Kirby and Branch.
Yep.
If we fill all those holes just like logically, like any person would, then yes, 12-5.
And also the Dolphins game, that's a road game, so they're not in the blizzard cold in Philadelphia that week.
There you go.
Bucks, I'm not sure. That might be a road game. I don't remember how.
We don't care. We go down there and it's all blue down there in Buckeye Land.
So
we don't care.
It's not the gauntlet that we've been dealing with.
And then the Bears are going to have the number 1 seed.
Oh, they're going to have the hardest
schedule. So it's going to even out next year. Next year is going to tell a lot more. But because
I want them to lose this weekend so bad.
Oh, go Pack, go chant.
First, they'll have the hardest schedule next year.
Do we have a go Pack, go chant? Oh, we deleted it. Dang. All right, well.
We'll have Grady send it to us.
We don't like to keep that on the board, but anyways, so because of the schedule, it kind of circles back to the injuries. I just want to touch on this real quick. And if there's any names on here, please help me out. Let's start with Onwuzurike, as Adrian would say. Levi Onwuzurike.
I could see them maybe give him like a minimum or a small contract for another year. I could see that happening because he's,
we're not going to go down. Yeah. We're not going to go down and talk about that's an off-season issue. But I just want to say some injuries that would have been on this team had it not been for injuries. Okay,
okay.
So you got Onwuzurike, you got Frank Ragnow. Those are the first 2 earliest, right? And I'm only counting Frank Ragnow because he said, I'm going to come back and I'm going to make a playoff push. He came into the facility and they said, bro, you got a grade 3 tear. Like, you're done.
Yeah.
So we're going to count him as an injury. So we could have had all tackle or all center, all pro center back, right? Penei Sewell didn't play last Sunday. So I'm just counting injuries going into this last couple of weeks. Terrion Arnold, our whole secondary, Kirby Joseph, Brian Branch, and who I think was the most underrated injury of the year, our tight end, Sam Laporta.
That's a whole different blocker, man.
Bro,
that's another blocker.
Once we lost him, our running game went down. It's noticeably different. So are there any other injuries that these are starters.
I mean, the offensive line was just a mishkabosh the whole season. Like, Christian Mahogany.
Oh, yeah.
He had several games out. Graham Glasgow, Taylor Becker. They were in and out.
Yep.
And it's got to be hard for Goff. I mean, Goff is like literally new line every game. Like, all right, nobody knows my new rhythm every game.
Yep. So we're not crying about injuries, but we're just stating the obvious. Like, when you go up against the number 1 schedule because of your seed, right? Not seed, but because of your schedule last year.
Yeah.
And then you have all these injuries to key players. I mean, they're key.
Yep.
That's just some of them.
Right. So that's all I had. Schedules, injuries, and where we go from here.
Well, the obvious thing is we're all thinking, and we've already talked about it, is we want to see some changes. So the All Grit podcast, we were in the press conference earlier today, and Clay actually stood up and asked a question to Dan, and here's the recording.
I think it reaffirmed, we'll know some things just watching the tape about how some of these guys did, particularly some of the young guys. But the guys that I knew we could count on showed up again, one more time, which didn't surprise me one bit. And, I still believe the nucleus of this team is right. I really do. but we're going to need to make a few changes, and that's not just talking about that. It'll be collectively. We're going to have to work through some things to get the best version of ourselves.
So Dan's got a lot of thinking to do. He's got a lot of maybe tough conversations, Clay.
Yep, 100%.
This offseason.
And one of those conversations is, is there anybody that came available today in coaching that you would like to see as an offensive coordinator?
Woo! We can dive into that.
Because I think that's one of the biggest. That's where I think coming out of the bye week, we all even week one against Green Bay, we knew something was definitely off on multiple levels. Frank, for one, right away, and also the play calling. And then Dan took over, which was, better than what we had to deal with the first part of the season. But also as the season drew to its end, you saw that Dan was just had too much on his plate.
Yep.
The delay of games.
He did. That's something that
quadrupled.
Yeah. That's something he's got to consider. Like, do you want to hire someone within, or here's the available coaches right now? Brian Callahan was an offensive coordinator. Brian Dable, offensive coordinator. Raheem Morris, as of this morning, defensive coordinator. Kevin Stefanski, we remember him from Minnesota. He had a couple good years as an offensive coordinator. Pete Carroll. Do you want Pete Carroll in the room?
No. Calm down.
I think Caleb's face is all just like.
Jonathan Gannon was a great defensive coordinator with the Eagles. He's going to have a lot of interviews. Those are recent coaches that just got fired here in the last week. So any one of those guys could possibly come through the door in Detroit. Which one would you want, Caleb?
It'll be amazing. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see because Dan Campbell hires coaches that are his guys. Clearly, like he's always had connections with Aaron Glenn from his days back in New Orleans. He had connections with Ben Johnson in Miami. So I think in order for someone to come in, unless he's going to change his way of doing things, I think he's going to have some type of connection, or at least a guy come in that says, you know what, I'm here for one thing, and it's just to run offense scheme, and which is what Dan wants. Dan wants control of the whole team. He doesn't want to be an offensive play caller, and that's so if Daboll can come in, I don't know if is Daboll an offensive guy?
Yep, he's an offensive guy. Remember, he was in Buffalo with Josh Allen in those good years, and they do have a history together.
Who?
Brian Dable and Dan Campbell.
Yeah. And once again, going back to the mobility of Goff, Dable probably had success because Josh Allen is the greatest white quarterback that's ever been alive. As far as running, him and Steve Young. So it's going to be a little different here with Statue Goff. But what's his name? Stefanski?
Yeah, Kevin Stefanski.
That's interesting. That's very interesting. I think Minnesota's defense is going to drastically decline next year. I think Brian Flores is gone. I think he's finally going to get a head coaching job.
You think so?
Or he's going to get a promotion from another team, and they're going to overpay for that type of defense.
Let's pray about it. Let's hope that happens.
Yeah. I think he's out, and once he's out, now Jared Goff can play the Minnesota Vikings again and start tearing up because something about Flores' defense just gets to Goff, man.
Yeah. So lots of opportunity out there for changes. With when it comes to coaches, there'll be lots of unemployed folks here in the next week.
Oh yeah, it's Black Monday in the NFL. So there have been some coach firings. But who do we have? We have Stefanski and Pete Carroll. Is that it?
Yep.
Raheem Morris this morning.
Oh, that's right.
And their GM too. They both got fired.
You know what? Does he have a connection with Morris?
I don't know. Not that
Because
I know.
here's the thing about do you guys think we're going to keep our defensive coordinator, or do you think we're going to improve it?
I think he will keep Kelvin.
I think
he's going to keep Coach Shep.
I do too, but I would not. Let's just look at Coach's history. He's gotten rid of Swift and Jamal, and he's brought in Montgomery and Gibbs. So he's turned in the copper for the iron before. He's turned in the iron for the
silver for the gold.
Yeah, bro. So what I'm saying is, he's got Shep. Could he turn that in for Raheem Morris, who is an excellent defensive coordinator, or overpay, which they're not going to, and bring in Brian Flores? That's not.
That'd be crazy.
But just think of that, bro.
But if they do overpay, like, if you want to win, go throw money, bro.
Right.
Like, it doesn't go against your cap. Just go, like.
That's right. That's
For
why
coaches,
they kept Ben
yeah.
Johnson for another couple years. They just kept paying that fool.
Yep. Every year
Just
they
do it, man. Like, if there's a guy that you want, just doesn't hurt. Like, hey, the guy wants to make the move. Hey, I want to try head coaching, like everybody else does. But hey, like, just throw money at him.
Yep.
Yeah.
And no matter what, you're gonna have that off. You're gonna have that opportunity.
You know who else you can throw money at?
Raven Center. Is that what you were talking about yesterday?
No, you can throw money at Dan Diamond.
Today's episode is sponsored by Dan Diamond Equipment, a used fork truck dealing company located in Hastings, Michigan. They sell and rent fork trucks and die handlers. With over 30 years of experience, don't hesitate to call Dan Diamond Equipment for all of your fork truck needs. Reach out to Dan at 269-948-3377. Again, the number for Dan Diamond Equipment, 269-948-3377.
And we just want to remind the listeners that if you have some money you want to throw at the All Grit Pod. We got our subscription fees that we're trying to pay off over here. Dan Diamond is doing his finest by helping us out with John McEwen over there. So anyway, you go to our PayPal, All Grit Pod. Look for us. You can drop us a little handshake in there. And then if you want to find an easier way, just go through our Instagram at All Grit Podcast. Go to the link tree, and at the very bottom, you'll see the PayPal account. So hit us up. What else you got, boys? I'm done. This episode.
All right.
Is depressing.
We'll have to do another episode to talk free agents.
Yeah.
We've got 34 free agents. Like this team is going to be different next year.
Wow. We have that many free agents.
Yep.
Do we have draft music? No, that's not draft music.
No, right here.
There we go. We're talking draft in a couple weeks to months, boys. We're talking free agency. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go through the postseason. I might jump on here and pop some stuff out for postseason. Maybe we'll get some bold takes for those who want to see. Maybe we'll do a little not trivia, but kind of keep our points for this postseason. Okay, and then whoever has the most points we're just gonna play a pick 'em. So we're gonna have all the teams playing this week. We're gonna have
do it right now. We gotta do.
Let's do it.
Yeah, good point.
All right. So this week we have. Let me pull this up real quick. Give us some music, bro. I can't find it. Anyone else have it?
What's that?
Playoff picture?
Just the NFL, playoff picture.
So Saturday at 4:30.
There we go.
You got it?
Yep.
Cool.
Go ahead. Take it, Clay.
We got the Rams versus the Panthers.
Rams.
I got Rams. Even though Carolina's at home and they're like what, a 10-point underdog, and they're at home.
Adrian's quiet. You going for the Cats, bro?
I was getting our picture here loaded up. No, dude, it's definitely going to be the Rams.
All right, so that's a clean sweep. We're all
Yep.
Rams.
Yep.
All right. Later that night, 8 p.m., Green Bay. Oh, thank God I have Amazon. Green Bay traveling to Chicago.
That's a Green Bay win, man.
I got the
I'm calling
Packers.
Green Bay.
I'm also going Green Bay. Let's go. Screw Ben Johnson. Excuse me. All right. The next day, Buffalo is traveling to Jacksonville. Good game.
This
Don't
is my
underestimate.
upset pick right here. I got Jags, baby.
Oh,
Wait, we got Buffalo going to Jacksonville?
yes.
Okay. That's not what I have on my graphic. Let me see if I got the wrong one.
This is January 11th at 1 p.m. Yeah, bro.
Okay.
CBS.
Let me find the right one.
Well, just all right. Just give me your answer. We don't need this screen. Ain't nobody watching this.
Let's go. Let's go, Jags. I watched
Just
the game.
John. John's the
last
only one
week.
watching.
John's like, what are you guys doing?
You said Jacksonville too, bro?
There we go. There we go. All right, now you know what? Give me the Bills.
I'm taking the Bills.
Yeah, give me the Bills.
You know why? Because Josh Allen, he's going to continue his MVP race, bro. All right, San Francisco at Philly. Another good game.
Give me San Fran.
I'm taking San Fran.
San Fran.
Oh, another sweep.
Cisco.
Chargers. Let's do Chargers at New England.
Oh, dude, New England. Hate to say it.
Clay?
Man. I'm gonna go Chargers.
Oh,
Make it a little interesting, fellas.
I was going to say, well, you did this last year. I think it paid off for you. You picked some crazy playoff games. I'm also picking New England, and spoiler alert, I got New England going to the Super Bowl.
Wow, Drake May, huh?
Yes.
Okay.
He's awesome. He's awesome. All right, our last game of the wild card weekend, Houston at Pittsburgh.
Houston.
Watch that game last night. Nobody's winning the Super Bowl from that group of people.
Houston. That's a clean sweep. All right, boys.
So, does the MVP continue? Like, has that already been? Does that carry
I think
water
it
into
does.
the next week or no?
That's a good question to ask Adrian. He's our OC. So does the MVP race stop with the regular season?
That's a great question.
Because I know that they have to, right? I would lean towards
They do.
I would lean towards it because it's not fair then if
Right. If you're just sitting at home, but I mean, the two guys that everybody's looking at is the two people that are in the playoffs. So
right. Who? Stafford and who?
May.
Drake May. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just the regular season.
Okay. Well, I'll give it to May because if I was a voter.
100%. I want May to have it too. I know that I have him losing, but I want
There's
May.
no way this dude is
Matt
2 years in the
Stafford.
league and just hanging with
Slaying.
Stafford, throwing more. Yeah, it's just ridiculous.
And if you look at their numbers, not just the touchdowns, but May's gotten beat in like every category.
Really?
A lot of categories, I
Really?
should say. But the comparisons I saw yesterday was like, dang.
Awesome. All right, boys. I'm done.
That's what I got right here.
What you got?
All right. Oh, it was just the MVP race stats for this year.
Okay. So Stafford has about 100 and almost 200 yards more than Drake May. He's got 15 more touchdowns, 3 less interceptions. Bro, that's Stafford's. Close it
Yeah.
up. Passer rating is
Passer
about
rating.
4% more. and completion percentage is the only thing that Drake May has on him. So, but that passing touchdown has got to be and less interceptions. That's insane.
Yeah.
I didn't think Stafford had that many touchdowns. You want to see something funny? Can you do a comparison of Jared Goff versus Matthew Stafford? Like if you just clip his, because I think Goff has 4,500 yards over. So he's thrown more than Stafford with a horrible offensive line, bro. Goff is so good. Yes, he can't run, but God, he's good.
He's so got 34 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, passer rating of 105.
Yeah. See, he's in the same game. But he's not in the playoffs. Yep.
Correct.
Yeah, if you flip them and put Stafford, like put the record like us in the playoffs, Rams missed, it'd be Jared and May.
Nice.
Yep.
All right, boys. I'm out of here. Let's play some tracks for the All Grit podcast. We really appreciate you guys joining us to vent. Yeah, we're gonna try to come back. Let me turn this down just a little bit. We're gonna try to come back. It won't be weekly, but it'll probably be bi-weekly. We'll try to get some. I think we need our second annual trivia game for the All Grit podcast. And here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna double check the Chat GPT's questions and answers.
And I can use AI.
We're gonna try to reach out to the Hammer again to see if she's gotten any luck with getting anybody on the podcast. I think now that everything is kind of wind down from the season, we might get some more guests on the off season. You guys like that idea?
That'd be sweet.
Let's do it.
And I need Clay to reach out to Nate again. I need
Nate Carlson,
Adrian to reach out to whoever you reach out to on the
Eric
socials.
Woodard
We got Eric.
Yeah.
And we finally might get who did we reach out to? Who did we run to at spring training, bro? I got his number. Ben Raven. Yeah.
Ben Raven.
We're gonna reach out to him. We need to get these people on here since everyone's gonna be taking some time off. So anyway, we're gonna rock all off season, bro. We got so much coming up. I'm excited.
There's a lot.
Let's get the season over with.
Bro, what if we go to the combine, Indianapolis? Huh?
I'll leave that to you and Plax. Plax is probably already there because he ain't never here. Oh, on that note, for the All Grit podcast, this is the Stack Guy, the OC, and the humble host saying we're out.
Out.